The narrow streets of Jerusalem bustled with activity as merchants called out their wares and people navigated the crowded passageways. Amidst the chaos, a man sat by the roadside, his unseeing eyes gazing blankly into the distance. His clothes were worn, his hands calloused from years of feeling his way through the world. Jesus and his disciples paused near the man. The disciples, noticing his condition, whispered, "Rabbi, who sinned, this man or his parents, that he was born blind?" Jesus turned to them, his expression a mix of compassion and resolve. "Neither this man nor his parents sinned," he said, "but this happened so that the works of God might be displayed in him." He knelt down, his hands scooping up a small amount of dirt. The disciples and passers-by watched in hushed curiosity as he spat into the dust, forming a small amount of mud. Gently, Jesus spread the mud across the man's unseeing eyes. "Go," he instructed, "wash in the Pool of Siloam." The man, guided by those nearby, made his way through the winding streets toward the Pool of Siloam. The sunlight danced on the surface of the water as he entered the river. With trembling hands, he cupped the water and brought it to his face, washing away the mud. As the cool water touched his eyes, a miracle unfolded. Light flooded his vision for the first time. He blinked, his surroundings coming into focus. The vibrant colors of the market, the faces of those around him, and the shimmering pool all filled him with wonder. Word spread quickly, and a crowd gathered around the man as he walked back to his usual spot. Neighbors and onlookers whispered in astonishment. "Isn't this the man who used to sit and beg?" one asked. "It can't be," another replied. "He just looks like him." The man, his voice steady and filled with newfound confidence, declared, "I am the man." "How were your eyes opened?" they asked eagerly. He recounted the encounter with Jesus, the mud, and the command to wash in the Pool of Siloam. The man was brought before the Pharisees, who questioned him sternly. "How did you receive your sight?" they demanded. He explained the events once more, but his words were met with skepticism. "This man Jesus is not from God, for he does not keep the Sabbath," they said. Others among them argued, "How can a sinner perform such signs?" Frustrated, the Pharisees summoned the man's parents. The elderly couple confirmed that he was indeed their son and had been born blind, but they avoided further explanation out of fear of being ostracized. "Ask him," they said nervously. "He is of age, he will speak for himself." The Pharisees called the man back again. The man stood before the Pharisees, his posture now one of quiet defiance. "Give glory to God by telling the truth," they insisted. "We know this man is a sinner." "Whether he is a sinner or not, I don't know," the man replied, his voice unwavering. "One thing I do know. I was blind but now I see." The Pharisees, infuriated by his testimony, hurled insults and cast him out of the synagogue. Jesus sought out the man, finding him alone on the outskirts of the synagogue. "Do you believe in the Son of Man?" Jesus asked, his tone gentle yet probing. The man, his sight fixed on the one who had healed him, replied, "Who is he, sir? Tell me so that I may believe in him." Jesus smiled. "You have now seen him, in fact, he is the one speaking with you." Tears filled the man's eyes as he fell to his knees. "Lord, I believe," he said, his voice trembling with reverence. The man worshipped Jesus, his heart overflowing with gratitude and faith. Around him, the golden light of the setting sun bathed the scene, a fitting backdrop to the miraculous moment.